It's only been a week and I'm already amped up for 27's crop of video games, and I couldn't be more angst-ridden. To satiate my appetite, I checked out the Japanese PSN store and downloaded 4 of the most recent demos. Coincidentally, they're near the top of my most wanted list for this year. If you have a Japanese account, these 4 games could be yours as well, but before that, let's get to my impressions. Akibas Beat is our first entry and the 3rd game in the Akiba series. Previously, it starred teens fighting vampires in the popular Japanese pop district of Akihabara. While the setting is kept, and by my accounts it looks exactly like the same model from the previous game, the gameplay has shifted from an RPG brawler set in the open streets to an RPG dungeon crawler with a battle system similar to Bandai Namco's Tales series. Graphically, it looks like a colorful PS3 game, it seems to use the same assets, and the loads continue to be long and frequent. Still, the last game was fun, albeit flawed, so I'm interested to see how this one shakes out. Akibas Beat released last September in Japan for PS4, and the PS Vita and PS4 version should be out in North America and Europe sometime in Q1. Danganronpa V3 Killing Harmony is technically the 3rd entry in the series, though the action spin-off Danganronpa Another Episode Ultra Despair Girls is a canonical entry as well. Anyway, now to those unaware, Danganronpa is like a cross between Battle Royale and Phoenix Wright. It's an anime-type visual novel wherein a terrible incident has set the world ablaze with an army of villains out to ensue despair and chaos. Each game follows a new set of ultimate students trying to get out of the game of murder. The name and overabundant anime style may throw people off, but these games have amazing stories with great characters, playing off of stereotypes in a new way, and the detective bits will rack your brain. I couldn't understand anything in the demo, and yet I was still happy to at least preview the world and characters I would soon be enveloped in. Danganronpa V3 Killing Harmony is set to release in Japan on January 12th for PS4 and PS Vita, with a North American and European date slated for sometime in 2017. If you want to get caught up on the series and don't own a PS Vita, NIS is publishing a dual pack of the first 2 games on PS4 this March. Here we have Nier Automata. Now, the first Nier was a cult classic on last-gen consoles. Cavia developed the first game, who are probably most known for the Drakengard series. They're not terrible, but everything about their games usually fall into the average bin of 7s. They have great ideas with messy executions, but I still appreciate the effort. This time around, Platinum Games is taking the reins, and it's not like they're without fault either, with recent flops like TMNT, Mutants in Manhattan, and The Legend of Korra, plus they helped out with Star Fox Zero. Plus, their original game, Scalebound, was just cancelled by Microsoft, so that doesn't exactly give me any confidence. But the demo seems to be heading toward Bayonetta awesomeness. Nier Automata will be launching in Japan on February 23rd on PS4, and early March for North America and Europe. Last up, we have Valkyria Revolution. Like Akibas Beat, this 4th addition to the Valkyria franchise is spinning the gameplay for a loop. The first 3 games were strategy RPGs set in a pseudo-World War II time period, with magic and steampunk aesthetics thrown in for good measure. While the same basic setting of a war-torn world remains the same, the gameplay is a straight-up action title. The main player is followed by a squad which handles enemies on their own while you hack and slash away. You can still take cover and pause the game to issue special attacks, but the emphasis has definitely switched to a more action approach. I love this series and I'm eager to play more based off of the demo, even though I would have been just as happy with another strategy RPG, or better yet, an official localization of the 3rd game on PSP. C'est la vie. Anyway, Valkyria Revolution will debut in Japan on January 19th on PS4 and PS Vita, with the North American and European dates falling somewhere in Q2. And that's it. Hope you enjoyed my preview. Now go play the games yourself. And until next time, I'll be right here doing things. Did you know that was a ReActionExaminer video? If you liked it, you should subscribe to me to keep up with everything that I'm doing. Also, if you have some other interests, like sex for example, check out Tomops, which is a comedy sex podcast thing wherein my best friend and I check out the weird and abnormal and the erotic. And of course, you should support me on Patreon because, hey, I want to make the channel better and I want your help to do so. Plus, if you want to check out my writing, check out Game Jerk, where I have archives and new stuff for all projects, okay? You can find all the stuff and more in the description with the links below. Thanks for watching, and I will see you all next time.